And we're back. And we're going to, I think, if I remember correctly, I think we're going to go to Web Spider. Yeah, we go to Web Spider stage.
Sweet.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well, the reason why is because I'm going in this order because there's a weapon I need for Split Mushroom, which is a mushroom out of a whole bunch of animals. And like in all previous X games, if you, there is an armor upgrades for X, but nothing for Zero. I accidentally I showed it off a little bit here, just to see where it is, but it's the easiest armor upgrade you can get for X, which is the legs. And the first one if you take on Web Spider first.
So it's kind of like similar to Chill Penguin from the first Mega Man X game, in which you need to get a necessity on a particular upgrade in order for you to progress throughout the game.
Yeah, but like that's where the legs are. But what the legs do for X, unlike Zero, is basically, well, now since by this time X can dash on his own without the leg parts, it just allows him to hover for I think like 5 seconds and to air dash.
Yes, well, X needs all the help he can get because Zero is awesome. I mean, do you see that hair?
Well, from my point of view, it's that Zero's not that naive and more grounded than X is, because basically what X is basically like he's like a kid. He sees the best in everyone.
It's understandable on why, because X was kind of like put into a chamber for over like almost 100 years, and he didn't really know about the struggles that were going on in the world that was caused by Sigma and the Mavericks. So X, while he's perceived as being really naive, and he thinks that there's hope in the world because of the enlightenment that Dr. Light and Dr. Kane gave him, Zero had to go through all of the struggles, and he was able to see many things that he was forced to see when growing into this particular time period. And the fact that he was created by Dr. Wily, it just goes to show you of being like a really tough...
So he's an angsty, cynical teenager?
Oh, we'll see by the end, because since I'm not doing the X run, it's by X's campaign at the end, X is dealing with the fact that when all said and done, and with the final battle with Sigma got into his head saying that even you can turn Maverick, and your your family, your friends will have to come after you, and X has to deal with, I may turn Maverick one day, and Zero may have to destroy me.
That's all deep.
Yeah, it's just.
I know.
It's just it just put self-doubt on that. That
something Capcom hasn't had in a long time.
Yeah, it's just self-doubt saying that even I could turn Maverick one day.
Yeah, it's just too bad they had to screw it up in X6.
Yep, with the rainy turtleoid.
Wait, what?
There's a Maverick called Rainy Turtleoid. You'll get it, but I ain't playing that game.
I'm not playing it either, so you're gonna have to find that out on your own.
Fine, I'll make Tom do it.
Yeah. if I'm gonna play any X games, I'll play the first two, because those are the ones I'm most familiar with.
No, better yet, I'm gonna get a hold of Joel. I'll do anything for a sandwich.
I thought it was Malcolm McDowell.
Okay. Well, that's the second area for the heart tank, which increases your life bar.
Mm-hmm. Sort of like, there are technically no E-tanks in this game.
Yeah, they're sub-tanks, and there's
sub-tanks. Yeah, so...
Oh, so I can't do my normal E-tank bashing?
No.
Nope.
I get them all. There's only 2.
Sorry, Nick. No trolling for you. Aww.
No, I can troll about anything else. For example, the story isn't as deep as something akin to, like, I don't know, Resident Evil 6.
This game came out in 97, dude.
Yeah, and Resident Evil 6 is the best game ever.
Nick, you will die someday.
And basically
I know.
is that Zero tries to reason with them, but he can't. And I think I didn't turn the. Oh, I know what I. Yeah, there's something wrong with the audio at this point in time. It was with the disc. I couldn't do anything about this part.
I blame.
What blame of? I think. How old is this? Like close to 13-year-old disc.
Well, since it came out in '97, so it's more like it's 17 years old.
Okay, so close to 20-year-old disc.
Yeah.
Just glad that it can play. But yeah, it's Web Spider. He's weak against. For Zero, it's not really a weakness, but for X, I think it's like the double. It's either a twin or double slasher that he's weak against. But if you're going at him for like a second Maverick boss, what you're gonna need to do is basically you're gonna need to know when to dash jump actually, which is quite easy to do. You can even do it along the wall if you're not that skilled whatsoever to do a dash jump. Because if you don't, you're gonna get caught in a web, and a web I think takes a good chunk away because it zaps life away from you twice.
Where's Spider-Man when you need him?
Apparently making a deal with the devil.
Oh yeah, don't worry guys, there'll be some music in the background while I'm doing this. But anyway, well, with this one, like what I was saying with Nick in the earlier part, another funny thing is that when they got the announcer, he didn't know how to pronounce the Japanese name.
And should have gone to China Young Bosch.
You learned RAIJINGEKI.
Yeah, it was funny, but basically it's just a stabbing technique.
Wait, I can shank someone with the beam saber?
Well, basically yes, it's just an electric charge in the beam saber, and what Zero does it's just a forward stabbing motion, and with things weak to it, it can deal a lot of damage. And with the black sheep of the group, Split Mushroom is a giant mushroom with a group of animals.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't really
So it's like if you were to combine the mushroom from Mario and all the little creatures from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it's just most people want to know why is that, and that's the RAIJINGEKI right there. It deals a lot of damage when you can hit it, but Zero has to be stationary, which is, if you miss the mark, you're going to be dealt damage.
Whoa, 3D stairs!
Yep, they tried to incorporate...
Still better 3D than Green Lantern.
No, they had to... They tried to incorporate some 3D in the Megaman... Oh, the later Megaman X.
Oh wait, no, I have something even better that Patricia will like. Still better 3D than The Last Airbender.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah.
That movie is awful.
Yeah.
That is the only movie I've ever said screw it and haven't watched the rest of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had to watch that movie multiple times for multiple reasons, and it gets worse every time I see it.
So what you're saying is that there's a rift coming soon?
You know what? If the viewers are willing to put up with it, then yes, we will do a riff on The Last Airbender.
Fine, we'll do it about the same time we do Dragon Ball Evolution. That movie makes me die a little inside.
Well, apparently one of the critics, and I quote, one of the critics said that The Last Airbender makes Dragon Ball Evolution look like a masterpiece.
No.
So it's a debate on which is worse.
I didn't even know it had an after credit scene until like 2 days.
Wait, there was an after credit scene?
Yes.
Yes.
Like they included they were gonna get a sequel.
Dude, imagine what Majin Buu would look like in it.
It was a continuation of Piccolo. Like they find him.
That's it? I thought they were gonna go and do like the Saiyan Saga.
No.
But the Piccolo Saga was... Where was it in the Dragon Ball timeline? I think it was near the end.
Yeah, near the end they fucked it up. But this dude is, I think it's like a Ladybugs type thing, but if you have the RAIJINGEKI, it will make really short and quick work of this. By just, because it's a pattern. You stay stationary for a couple seconds, move out of the way, and use it, and basically you can just take chunks and chunks out of his life bar without even doing anything. I've tried doing it without this, and I think at one point you do run out of platforms, and you will automatically die if you can't kill him by that time. So I would suggest either doing it this way, or if you're really, really skilled with Zero, go ahead and just use the saber. Just do a saber only run if you want to.
Yeah. You know what? Capcom is so broke. I'm surprised they haven't re-released the X series.
Oh, they have, but it's on iPhones, and they suck.
Really?
Yeah.
Frickin', I was just making a joke.
How is it that every time that you make a joke, it always ends up being right?
Because I channel my inner stupidity and the network adds...
No, because, what was it? It was because, Capcom thought that's where the money was in mobile marketing, because Japan has the highest mobile marketing, but kind of forgot that it varies from place to place. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you were to consider on Russia, for example, Russia is really huge on PC games and handhelds.
Yeah.
So it depends on the country, and Capcom still doesn't understand this. As I mentioned in the Mega Man 3 Let's Play, playing Mega Man 2 on the iPhone is horrible.
Why?
Because the
Isn't
control...
it just like
it's
6 buttons, 8 buttons at most?
The controls are slippery.
Yeah.
And every time I try to jump or shoot... Alright.
But, it's a split mushroom. And he's, his weakness is the RAIJINGEKI. But
Hashtag 420.
Whatever, dude. But anyway, if he makes body doubles, and if you don't have the RAIJINGEKI, they'll go everywhere. But this is one of the special things you can do, is that you can stun lock him.
Oh, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Gemini Man, in which there's double of him, and then you get to fight the real one.
Yep. But
I know, I just like making stupid comments.
No, but the thing is what's a staple for the X series is that you can stun lock all the bosses.
Yeah, which is why the X series is a tad bit easier than the classic series, because even when you hit the bosses with the major weapon, they still fight.
But this is what makes it fun, because if you have the correct weapon, you can stun lock them.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you know something else?
What?
How come Tristan hasn't uploaded the network transmission yet?
Because
how come you haven't uploaded DMC yet?
I'm not doing that game. It's too difficult. Well, even though I did beat it, and I didn't know how difficult the final boss was either until I actually looked it up, and I was lucky I did beat it.
Why haven't you uploaded DMC yet?
Because I'm a giant procrastinator, and nobody else wants to record with me to keep a running joke going.
Isn't this kind of like a running joke?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Dude, you just totally broke the fourth wall.
And that's what it is. You had a RAIJINGEKI. Split mushroom is a complete joke. That's why I usually take this route first. Because once you beat Split Mushroom, you basically get one of the two useful things that Zero gets throughout the whole game. A double jump and a blade spin.
You learned Kuin Boo.
Yeah, and basically that means you learned how to double jump and to do a spinning slash, which is almost completely broken.
Oh, I love weapons that are broken.
Yep, because you can keep doing it no matter what, and it usually it's usually really useful. But we'll get to that in the next part.
Alright, see you then.
DMC coming soon.